Hi everyone, we created this safety video because we have a safety first culture at SolderQuest. Lead and some of the other products can be unsafe and you're responsible for your own safety. Please take the time to watch this brief safety video. It's our disclaimer and we want you to make sure that you're staying safe out there. When in doubt, make sure you're following all manufacturers' recommended MSD sheets and their recommendations. Hey SolderQuest friends, we're going to talk about something really important today, and that's soldering safety. One of the things you need to know is that solder is made with lead. There is lead-free solder, but most of it, like this SN63 PB37, is made with lead, and it also has a component in it of flux, and so when you start to solder, you're going to get some smoke. So one of the things you have to be aware of is ventilation. You're going to want to get a good solder sucker, a good fan that's going to whisk that smoke away from you. Work in a well ventilated area, like I'm out in the garage today in the Mad Scientist garage. I've got the garage cracked open a little bit and letting some fresh air in. So one of the things you want to do is mitigate the risk of using lead. All you younger folks, when you're first getting started into soldering, all the way up to those who are really experienced, remember, lead is a poison. If you have any questions about lead, I'm not a health expert when it comes to lead. I just want you to know stuff's available like on this Keister website. Get out there and look at what Keister, the manufacturer, has to say about how to use lead products safely. I'll put some links in the description and some PDF links on lead safety and soldering safety, but by all means make sure you check out what lead can do to your system. You're responsible for your own health and safety, and I'm just trying to direct you where you can get good information, and your manufacturer of your chemicals is always the safest bet. Go look at their MSD data sheets and find out what they recommend for personal protective equipment and how to treat what you're using, whether it be solder or whether it be flux or whatever it might be. The next thing I want to talk about is you should never use your iron in a conversation as a pointer, point at somebody. You should never pry up anything with it on a circuit board. You can pop loose and hit you in the eye. Let's talk about that a little bit. Let's talk about, and this is having trouble because it's just firing up, but flicking stuff. You don't want to flick any solder. Get yourself a good set of safety glasses and use them. Whenever you are soldering, whether you have glasses or not, get a good pair of fit overs, get a good pair of safety glasses. Very important, especially when you're starting out. You're cutting things, you're taking a pair of side cutters and you're snipping things and stuff's going flying. It could pop up in your eye. So always use safety glasses. Another thing I want to talk about, seems obvious, but this is very hot. I can feel the warmth coming off of it there. It will easily burn your skin. If you put it up against a tomato like that, see how that's burning? That would burn your skin when it touches you. You want to be careful. Be aware of that. When you come up against a t-shirt, it's going to burn it. See how it's leaving that brown mark on there? That's your skin, people. Be very, very careful. So for those of you new to soldering, you want to make sure that you're following all these recommendations. Get yourself something that you can lay your iron on safely, like that, to keep it from burning your bench or coming into contact with your cord so you don't burn through and hit the electricity. It's a lot different than just laying it on the bench. Keeps it nice. And one of the things I want to make sure that you all are aware of is that when you go away from your bench for any given time, you can see in the background this one's set at 640 degrees. You don't want to just leave your soldering stations burning all the time because of concerns about fire. So you simply shut them off. What I do is I unplug them. I unplug them here, then I unplug them at the main source. Then I can sleep at night knowing I'm not going to burn the building down. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. If you like these videos, tell me what you want to see in the way of soldering videos. Remember, safety first. Thanks for watching.